No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Quick step and go. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Up to 45 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Now Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, it doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. So this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air, and nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking for space. It's Davidson. And the Tigers get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Let's go. To the air. It's Klubnik. Complete. Breaks into the open. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's a first down for the offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Line is set on third down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Clemson set up with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves him with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. There he goes! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the run, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. That's caught. It's Durham. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense. beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Start the 3rd quarter with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. This offense, not good enough.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quick handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. The short hands. It's Williams. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. Man, the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 17 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
At the 39. That's a first down for the offense.
First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. LSU with the first and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Durham. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him! And he was was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Complete downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. With the catch, it's Davidson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Clemson set up with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
3:25.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
This environment is just electric right now. And the offense, they're trying to feed off of that to win this game. Late in a 2-minute situation, you're being aggressive. You're taking a shot into the end zone. I know that one falls incomplete, but this offense right now, you can tell they're feeling it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Get set. Get set.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. LSU just trying to run out the final moments. Power football with the run. Turning it on. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly